Greetings and salutations, everybody. Thanks for checking in with us once again here at The Fumble. I'm your host, Jackie Ray. Make sure you follow me on all things social media at JRayTheFanatic. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. If I seem a little happier than I've been since this quarantine started, it is a fact because we can finally look forward to something sports related. MJ's documentary is coming out on April 19th and I am excited. This is going to be a must watch, especially for those of you who have only been watching the tennis match type basketball we have seen since the Warriors started popping. There used to be a time when the game was physical and intense, and I'm sure after watching this, some of you youngins out there, you might think that there was nothing that MJ couldn't do, and he dominated on the court. Maybe, but then why did he suddenly announce his retirement at the peak of his career? Was it a retirement or a forced suspension? Who knows, but let's take a look at some of the facts. First, have you ever heard the name James Boyler? Probably not. James L. Boyler is a professional golfer who owned and operated the Golf Tech Pro Shop in Monroe, North Carolina. He often ran high-stakes golfing matches that attracted both celebrities and criminals alike. It was his criminal acquaintances that would ultimately lead him to being charged with conspiracy to launder the proceeds of cocaine trafficking and illegal lottery operations. But after winning his second championship in 1992 with the Bulls, Michael Jordan had to testify in the case against Boyler because investigators wanted to know why he was in possession of a $57,000 check that was signed by Michael Jordan. Now, he originally said it was because of a business deal, but once he was on the stand, he decided that perjury charge wasn't worth it and he came clean and said it was because of gambling debts. Then in 1993, San Diego businessman Richard Equinas released a book called Michael and Me, Our Gambling Addiction, My Cry for Help. In the book, he said Jordan had to pay him over $900,000 to pay off gambling bets. So let's see. You lose almost $1 million. Technically, it was $1.2 million, but then you are seen in an Atlantic City casino in the early morning hours before Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The NBA has to investigate this, right? Now, to be clear, gambling is okay, but the league, of course, has a rule on betting on basketball games. There was no evidence to suggest that MJ did, but when you gamble like that, an investigation is necessary. So the investigation starts, MJ retires, and then boom, 17 months later, he comes back to the Bulls, and that game, 35 million people watched that game. Oh, and remember that San Diego businessman? The NBA interviewed him as part of their investigation, and he told the league that he overheard Jordan on the phone talking about betting on a line of 7. That is definitely game talk, but which game? We will never know. In the end, Michael Jordan came back and we loved him for it. So retirement or suspension? Do we really care? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Once again, I'm Jackie Ray and thanks for watching The Fumble.